Today we're going to be ranking all 9 of the war gun challenges that we have done in KINO Der Toten. So we've actually got 4 categories for this ranking system. We've got the best of Ricktness, we've got the worst of Ricktness, and then A and B. A, actually let's name these. Above average as a row below. Let's make it pink. Oh, no, we've made average pink. I guess we'll run with that, Okay, so we're going to call this below average. So if we start with the first challenge that we would have done in sort of location on the map, it would actually have been the KINO Der Toten Olympia challenge. Now, it's interesting. It's interesting because obviously I'm ranking, when I did the last ranking video, I was ranking them against all the challenges we had done, or the last 50 challenges we had done. Whereas today I'm only comparing them against the other challenges that took place in KINO Der Toten. Now, I'm going to put this one, I think in the actual overall ranking of my last 50 challenges, it went into B, which would have been average. But I'm actually going to put it into, given how some of the challenges played out in KINO Der Toten, it's going to go in above average. It's going to go in above average. Now, the reason it's going in above average is because Callum actually managed to have the least downs for once. That's like a very rare occasion that Callum gets the least downs. So it's not often that happens. So just on that alone, I guess it can go into above average. I mean, if it was a Callum ranking, it would probably go in best of Callum W. But obviously it's me ranking, it's best of Ricktness. So that's not quite my favourite challenge or the best challenge we've done in KINO Der Toten. But it's definitely above average, There was some good moments. Like I said, there was the moment where, or like I said in the last ranking video, I should say, there was that moment where Callum comes up to try and steal my kills on double points. So I quickly try and pull out the shotgun to get the kills and then ends up going down and rage quitting like a bitch. Fuck off, Cal.
I've got nothing down here.
Oh, that sounds like a you problem.
You want my help now, do you? Is that the end of the game? What a little slag. I can't have that in the challenge video, can we?
It was also one of the rare instances where I hosted. Obviously, like I just said there, I ended the game, but it's very rare for me to host normally because I've got a few things open in the background that sort of bottleneck the PC, and people used to lag and stuff like that on my hosts, so it's very rare for me to host nowadays. But when you're hosting Black Ops 1, it means that you're the white player. And the white player is like target number 1 for the zombies, you know, it's primary target. The zombies will always focus on the white player, and then it goes down the order of players based on the colour. So it'll go for the white player first, then the blue, then yellow, then green. But yeah, obviously I was white player in this challenge, so like I said, I took quite a few downs. Callum was performing well. I think he was actually blue though, you know. I think he was actually the blue player. So like I just said, he's the second highest target for the zombies, and he still did really well. Overall, some good moments in there. The edit came out quite well. It wasn't like, you know, an over-the-top edit. It wasn't like, you know, the most amazing edit I've ever done. But yeah, decent edit, decent video. And compared to some of the other challenges that I'm looking at here at the bottom, definitely one of the better ones in KINO Der Toten. Not the best, though. Not the best. Next up would be the KINO Der Toten M14 challenge. Now, the highlight video itself is only about 6 minutes, and I've mentioned this in the last ranking video, but it's an indicator that a challenge isn't particularly good if the highlights video is shorter. You know, the more content and the more exciting, funny things that happen in the game, the longer the video is going to be. So the video is, you know, quite short in comparison to some of the others. It's normally an indicator that not too much exciting things happened in the games, but if the video is still short, please do watch it. It'll still be edited well and still be enjoyable for you to view. But like I said, it's definitely just in one of those where it's a below average video. Like I said though, probably dogs, so we should be okay. Oh, funny enough. On cue, right? On cue. Look at that. Oh no! Now we're at the top of the stairs and we've just done the KINO M14 challenge. The door next to it leads to the PM63. And I'm going to call this an average video. It was a typical Ricktness video. It was a typical Ricktness video in that I was sort of running around doing a lot of reviving, saving teammates. There was actually a really funny moment. I didn't find it funny at the time. I'll play the clip in a second. But one of our old teammates, who doesn't really play anymore. If you are watching, by the way, Epic, hopefully you're well, my friend. Hopefully you are well. But one of our old teammates, Epic Kleiner, trapped Callum because Callum had put his pad down right where the electricity from the trap would come down. So Epic saw the opportunity and snapped at it. If you've got him in... Whoa, why would you do that? Why would you do that?
Why would you do that? You absolute... I'm not going to say that word, but that's me done.
But yeah, it was quite actually a funny moment with hindsight. In the moment, I didn't find it too funny. It also was one of Eddie's first games, I believe. Obviously, Eddie features quite prominently on the channel. I didn't even say that word properly, did I? Prominently on the channel. He still features in videos as far back, or as recent as the Nuketown M14 challenge that we did. You pass Mule Kick then, once you've done the PM63 challenge, and open up the doors to the sort of stairs that lead down to Speed Cola. And before you head to the MP40, you've actually got the Stakeout, which is by far the worst challenge video we've done on KINO Der Toten, at least for the Black Ops 1 version. Should we get to the Stakeout nice and Faust? Could have dogs soon. Sorry, Dad, sorry. Like, below average doesn't even do it justice. It was nothing to write home about. You know, one of our teammates lagged out, and if you watch any of these videos, we always do them with 4 players. We didn't do this one with 4 players. Well, we started with 4, but you know, we lagged out, and one of our teammates lagged out, and we ended up with 3. So, you know, 3-player challenge. It was kind of late. I remember when we did the session that recorded the KINO Stakeout challenge. We were doing like some game beforehand, and that crashed, or some error happened or something, and we had about half hour to probably more, about an hour left of the night that we could play on for, and we just thought, right, let's quickly smash out the KINO Stakeout, get that one boxed off, so it's done. And it is done, so we won't be revisiting it anytime soon. I'm not in a rush to retry that Stakeout challenge. Yeah, nothing to write home about. It's going in worst of Ricktness. Very near to the Stakeout is the MP40. Now, a lot of these videos turn out better when we've got, or at least I do. I think they turn out better when you've got the 4-player perspectives. The M14, sorry, the BM. Now, where are we going to put the MP40 gun challenge? We're going to put it in above average. We are going to put it in above average. If you watch our challenge videos nowadays, we normally do a 4-person perspective style edit. So everyone who's playing in the game records their own gameplay, and then we sort of transition between people in the game. You know, sometimes we might do some smooth edits. Other times we might just chop, and just change between people's point of view. But it's always insightful to see things like, you know, you've all played zombies before. You've played with your friends. They'll say, oh my God, I just saw this on my screen. Or like, that zombie did a weird glitch, or how the fuck did I go down there? You know, all these moments that we can actually capture because everyone's gameplay is available during the edit. It makes the challenge videos a lot more entertaining to watch, I believe. This, however, wasn't one of those challenges. I think we actually had the stream alerts on some of these as well below. We used to have like a little list of like the most recent donators and subscribers. I will be bringing that back potentially when we do like non-recording sessions. So obviously when we record a video, we like to keep our, you know, layout as simple as possible, because we're streaming. You guys can join the streams and get involved in the action. We try to feature live comments and donations and all that sort of stuff that goes on in streams in the highlight videos. But when we're recording from stream, we like to keep our layouts as simple as possible, or as, you know, clean as possible. I don't think I did that in this challenge though, but it is in above average, not because I, you know, had a stream layout or whatever. It's in above average just because it was actually a really chaotic challenge. I remember, again, this is another one of those challenges, rare exception, where I'm playing as the white player, so I was priority number 1 once again for the zombies. There's quite a lot of like chaotic moments in here as well that I remember. It was like actually quite intense throughout. Obviously, once you start the challenge at round 10, which is normally when we sort of say, right, we're going to start camping by the war gun now. If you need to do anything like pack a punch, buy perks, maybe upgrade, you know, your setup, like get a Bowie knife or claymores, we need to keep 1 or 2 zombies at the end of the round, and then you can go and do that. But because we're camping from round 10, not too much is normally happening in the early game. It normally takes until about round 23, 24 to really get going, when you notice the fall off in the weapon. But I remember sort of like from about round, I think 23 until the end of the game, this challenge was intense. You know, maybe it was because I was white player, as I've said, but you know, whatever it was that this challenge was cooking, it cooked. You know, it was a really intense challenge. A lot of chaotic moments. I'll put some clips on screen now. Oh, I'm so down. No, I'm not. Oh my God. Oh my God. Come on. I'm going for the ammo. I'm going for the ammo. Oh my God. Oh my God.
I'm dead, bro.
Whoa, we're doing it! Whoa!
Running, dude.
So yeah, I think the gameplay sort of speaks for itself there. Yeah, definitely an above average challenge. Once you open up the doors by the MP40 into the dressing room, you've got the MP5K, and this one is also going in above average. We have done it twice. I really like this challenge though, and the thumbnail that you're seeing here is from our attempt that we did with Mystic, Callum, and Connor, and obviously myself. Definitely an above average challenge. It was a good set of teammates that we had for it as well. Callum, you know, the ever present in these challenges, was there, but we also had Mystic and Connor. Connor being one of my friends from school as well, so I've known Connor, 14 years. 13, 14 years now at this point. Jesus, I'm old. So yeah, good to get Connor in for games. He doesn't have any DLC, so he only features really in like KINO or 5, or maybe like some of the green run maps in Black Ops 2. So yeah, on rare occasion we get Connor in. It's always a good laugh. KINO M16, I did speak about this one in some length during our ranking our latest 50 zombie challenge video. So I'm not going to spend too much time talking about it. For KINO, it is actually an average challenge. In the previous ranking video, where we ranked our latest 50 challenges, it went in below average, but that was in comparison to all of the most recent challenges we've done. In comparison to KINO challenges, this one is definitely average. It was actually kind of interesting that we did this challenge in a different way to how we might normally do it, in that we normally just stay as close to the weapon as we can and stay in the room the weapon's in, but we actually put ourselves in the room to the left or to the right, depending on how you look at it, and we were in the little stairwell area. So we had 1 or 2 people at the top watching the Manhattan room, and then we had 1 or 2 people at the bottom by the door to the stairwell watching it from there as well. So it sort of confined us into a little tight space. It meant that we couldn't just run infinite circles on the stages. You know, it's quite an open area. You could probably go forever.
Oh
no.
I got that one in front of you. I got the one in front of you.
No,
Oh, I'm going down it.
behind you too.
Sally. Oh, I've been shot dead. Straight down with the Sallys there. God damn it. Shot dead to oblivion.
Nice shot at the end of your arse.
KINO AK has a lot of potential, but then when we actually did it, it was below average. It's quite an iconic challenge in the zombies community as well, this one. KINO AK, it used to be referred to as Sally's in the Alley, and a lot of old school, you know, like Pod Zombies challenge players would attempt it with them and their friends and, you know, try and compete for the highest round in the Sally's in the Alley challenge. I didn't brand it as Sally's in the Alley, I just branded it as the KINO AK challenge. But yeah, it was actually, you know, realistically below average. The video was okay. It was a decent watch. I enjoyed watching it back, but there's not too many moments. I think we sort of have started in you know, more recent videos when we're in quite an open space or quite an easy area to train in, that we have to really restrict ourselves, like we did with the Ascension M14, which is the latest challenge video, you know, 4-player world weapon challenge video that we've posted. And as I said, we are going to put 1 in each category for best and worst of Ricktness. So I think that obviously does tell you that the KINO Der Toten, that's my pasta bake's ready. I'll be back. Yeah, this one definitely goes in the best of Ricktness category for me, the KINO Der Toten MPL, because it actually features 2 individual challenge videos, and then they've been obviously compiled into one to make the KINO Der Toten MPL challenges plural. So normally, obviously, like for example, this one, KINO Der Toten MP5K challenge, just has 1, you know, game in it, whereas this one has 2. So in that sense, it's quite unique. There are obviously multiple videos on the channel where we have multiple attempts, but this one to have 2 full attempts of the same challenge, but with a slight different twist each time, is quite unique. It was obviously the first attempt with Mystic, Callum and Zited, where we had the door to the lobby open and the door to the alley shut. And there was actually a really good moment in that. Oh, it was a good couple of moments, sorry, I misspoke there, in this game as well, where we actually had some, you know, laughter. Oh, who's done that to him? Chaos. Oh my god. Oh no. Cover me. And a bit of laughter and chaos at the same time as well. That's so evil. Oh, that's GG. That's GG. We fucked it.
Good job, guys. Good job.
And then when we reversed it, it actually was just as good as well. Fusion replaced Zited in this challenge as well. So we had Fusion in instead of Zited, and Fusion's always good content. He's always good crack, you know, he sort of gets it, you know, he sort of makes a lot of his own entertaining videos himself, so he always tries to bring the entertainment value and makes like moments happen, you know, but he's also just a funny guy. He's also just a funny guy to be around. I do like Fusion. And yeah, we had a good laugh in this one. The last couple of rounds were very intense. It was a lot more difficult because we weren't dealing with Novas. Obviously, if any of you have played KINO before, you know there's no Nova spawns in the alleyway, so you're actually just getting pure zombies, which actually made it a little bit more difficult. It was a little bit easier to hide behind the fire trap though. I will say that it was a little bit easier to hide behind the fire trap, but you don't always get the fire trap. So those are my rankings of the 9, I believe I've counted 9, 3, 6, 9, yeah, 9 challenges that we have done using all of the war guns in KINO Der Toten. If there's anything you disagree with, having watched all of the videos, then please do let me know down in the comment section below. If you have enjoyed, be sure to smash the video a like and subscribe bottom left hand corner if you're new, and I'll see you in the next one. Cheerio.